Hello all and welcome back to another model railway video. Now today it's quite an exciting one. I have just bought another TT120 locomotive from Hornby and it is quite different compared to the other one I've currently got, which is the A1. It's actually a diesel engine this time, so that's probably the biggest giveaway to what it is, so I'll just get to it and show you what the engine is. It is the 08 shunting locomotive. I'm really excited to have a look at this machine because it is completely different from the A1, not only being a diesel instead of a steamer, but certainly the size difference. This is quite a lot smaller, and I can already tell by just looking through the packaging, it's a very intricate model. There's a lot going on here. So, I'm now going to unbox this locomotive. I'm going to put it on the track afterwards and give it a test run. And I've also bought some other TT120 items, which you'll soon see on the layout. I bought some track and a wagon as well, so you'll get to see those. Anyway, I'll get to it, and I'll open this box up and get the loco out. Here we go. Right, let's see if it opens. Is it going to open easy? How do I pull it out? I'm doing this blind, folks. I'm not even watching it, what I'm doing. Oh, there we are. It's come out. Put that to one side. Just like the Hornby 00 scaled engines, you got that same outer edge. There's the manual there. I'll get that out in a minute. I'm very excited to have a look at this. There's our detail pack. Let's have a quick look at that. So I can see some screw link couplings, I can see some pipes for the front. I've got these. Don't know what those are for. They're little tanks. I've seen them on the 08s. I know where they go. They go right under the front end. Don't know what they're for though. I've never known that. Yeah, you get quite a bit with it. Looks really good. Some bits to fit. Yeah, very cool. I better get the instructions out before we open the loco up. If they'll come out. Gosh, you're a little bit trapped in there. Oh, there we are. Let's have a look. Okay, oh, we've got colour. It's a bit unusual for a Hornby diagram. Right, I better start with the front. Let's have a look at what it says on the front. Class 08060 diesel locomotive, and it's the operating and maintenance instructions, and it's for DCC ready and DCC fitted examples. So the only difference would be the chip, I guess, and then routine maintenance. That all looks pretty standard, like the other ones, just in a different form. Of course, it's got the TT120 badge on the top. Let's have a look on the inside. This looks different though. Wow. There is a lot of information here. I don't have a Hornby 00 scale 08, so I don't know if it's similar to this, but there's a lot included. But this is definitely for the TT scale version. You can tell because of the size, and of course the couplings as well, you can see there. But there's your body removal. It's your detail fitting. It's the pipes, screw link couplings. It's your decoder. Lubrication points up the top there. This has got quite a bit of detail in terms of the images on it. They've packed quite a few images in there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 images. No, 9 images. Wow. That's cool. They've done a really good job of that. Quite impressed. I'm not going to spend all day looking at the manual though. I'm too keen to get the loco out, but very good. They've actually got quite a bit of good detailed drawings in there. Right, let's get this open. Got to have a look at this. Take the dust jacket off. Oh, that looks stunning. Wow. Ooh, it's not as heavy as what I would think. I know it's TT, but I've got an N-gauge 08, which weighs quite a bit. It's not as heavy as what I thought it would be, but in terms of the detail on it, really, really nice. First thing that I can tell immediately, which is a standout feature for me, those coupling rods. Look at how fine they are. They're really well done. The bolts, it doesn't look like there's a lot of room for the bolts to actually go through the rods. The bolt heads look massive on them. It's really fine. I'm quite impressed with that. Yeah, they look really good. So, we'll get straight into it, and I'll have a talk about what's there. I can see there's the emblem on the side. I'm pretty sure that's just the British Railway symbol of the time. It could be rail freight. I can't even remember what that symbol stands for. It looks like British Rail, but correct me if I'm wrong. Not the best on that symbol, or knowing what it is. I can see the number printed on the side, 08489, and there's another little plate below it. It's obviously got some information. Really fine though, I can't read it from here. It looks really well applied. You can see there's a little print up the top there next to the electrified stickers. They go on the top just to let people know, like there's overhead wires above. Wasp stripes on the front. Oh, they look good. Love wasp stripes on shunters. Right, I'll keep on with the side for now and just have a good look. So we've got some handrails there, I can see. They look really nice on the side. We've got lots of panel detail. We've got these boxes on the side of the 08. Got the vents. Got the little bit on the rear there. I'm not sure what that's for. Not really familiar with these engines. Yeah, there's some really good detail. I can see the cab on the side there. You've got the little door. I can see some little clear bits of plastic for the windows. It looks like that window's been wound down. Well, that's what they've made it to look like. It's just one little tiny bit of clear plastic on there. I can see a little bit of cab detail. It's a bit hard to tell how good it is from here, but I can definitely see there's a little lever just there through the window. I can see a panel on the back. It's a little bit of cab detail, which is impressive for the size. I don't know if my Engage 08 has cab detail. Those connecting rods for me though, they're stunning. I really like how they've been done. Really well applied, nicely painted, and all that frame detail looks so nice. You can see little sanders there. You got your steps on your front and back. You got the vent on the side of there. Or was that a ladder? I'm not sure. But yeah, no, it looks really, really good. Move on to the rear of it. Let's have a good look. So I can see more of those electric stickers. You can see some little lamps there. Let's try and get them on an angle so you can see some little blue lamps just at the bottom, one at the top. Nicely done windows, window wipers. Love the wasp stripes, they look good. Yellow buffer beam. I'm pretty sure those are metal buffers. Look to be metal. Are they metal? Yeah, I'm pretty sure those are metal. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they look like it from here. Yeah, they've definitely got a shine to them. They're metal. Gotta be. And I can see spot where you put your lines and hoses in. There's your TT coupler. Again, very unusual coupler, but they work well from what I've seen. Oops. Other side. That looks really good. I can see a little whistle up there. That's the cool thing about these little things. They've got little whistles on them. And I've heard one on a rail documentary I watched, and you hear this tiny little toot come out of one of them. You look at it and think, oh, this is a grunting machine, and you hear a little whistle. Bit of a difference, but yeah, it's alright. Oh, I've got to move on to the front. This is what I really want to look at. This is what makes these shunters unique compared to all the rest. They're such a common shunter, like there was a lot of them produced, a lot of them used over in the UK, but they were unique because of that grille on the front with the radiation. That looks so cool. I really love that. Really well done. I can see little lamps again underneath. Is that one on the top? Just can see one there. There's some more handrails I can see going around the edges of it. Looks really good. I don't know if they look like they're part of the moulding though. I don't think they're separately fitted. That piece there does look like it though. Yeah, I think there are other bits of part of the mould though. I'm not sure. And again, you've got the buffers on the front. They look to be metal. I'm pretty sure they are. There's a little tiny coupling in the middle, and your pipe work holes for putting them on the buffer beam. And again, your TT coupling. Let's have a look at the roof. So you've actually got the slider doesn't work, but it's open, so I can see inside the cab a tiny bit, not really, but a little bit of a view. Can't see it because it's quite dark in there. But you've got the grey painted roof, I can see rivet detailing, or you've got all these panels running along the top, the exhaust, one's open, that's shut on the other side, and I'm pretty sure that's the radiator cap right there, and some other little details. And you can also see those handrails a bit better from the top as well. They're actually quite decent handrails, really fine, but really well done. They look good, they're nice and straight, they don't look bent to me. Looks really good. I'll have a quick look at the underframe. I haven't really looked at the underframe with too many locos, but I can see we have got the middle gear there, so it's the centre gear that drives, well, centre axle that drives, I should say. It's got a gear on there. You can see your pickups. You can also see these couplings. They have a little bit of a pivot thing going on in there, so they can extend around the curves. That's really good. You can also see the bottoms of the steps have actually got little holes in them. Yeah, really, really cool. I love it. Love it. I'm glad I went for this, is because I was going to go for one of the steamers, but then a mate of mine convinced me, you got to go for the 08, and then I thought, yeah, I do. It's because it's different, and I'm so glad I have, because that looks so, so cool. And it's going to be interesting to see how it copes with the curves on the layers, because what you're going to see is I've actually bought the track pack number 5, which has the tight radius 1 curve. So I'm going to give this a test on the main line, but then I've got a siding set up, and I'm going to test this around the radius 1 curves and see how it will cope. Be very interesting. But yeah, I'm really impressed with the detail on it. The one thing that I am surprised about is the weight. It doesn't have a lot of weight for an 08 shunter. And I have seen N-gauge ones, well, I've got N-gauge ones, I've got 2 of them, and they've got quite a bit of weight, and not much less than this one has. So I'll be very interested to see its pulling power. So yeah, a few tests to be done there. Anyway, I am now going to put this on the layout. Well, I'm already on the layout. I'll just set it up, I'll put it on the track, and we'll give this machine its very first run. Here we go. Right, so I've literally just put the locomotive on the track and moved the camera back a tiny bit, and we're all set to go. I have not run this locomotive yet. This is going to be the very first run out of the box, so yeah, I'm quite excited. I'm very interested to see how it performs. I don't know what direction it's set in at the moment, but we'll soon find out. Let's give it some power. Ooh, there's a buzzing noise. It's promising. You're kidding! Look at that! That is impressive. I've only just put that on a tiny... Oh. It's not too soon, it's cut out. Oh no, there we are. Look at how slow that is. It could be my track might be a little bit dirty, that's why it's conking out. Try and get it running a little bit quicker. That is impressive, the slow speed though, besides it conking out. That is cool. I'm gobsmacked. I know these things are designed to run at slow speeds, but that's ridiculous for such a small loco. My N-gauge ones are alright, that I have, but that's quite impressive. A little bit jerky there. I think there might be a bit of dirty track. Yeah, a little bit dirty. I'll bring it back in the shop. Give it a bit of a quick run by, see how quick this thing can go. Oh, it's conked out. Dirty track. Oh yeah, it's not too bad. Good little bit of speed on it. Try reverse. It'll need a bit of running in. I might give it a little bit of speed while running it in. Not too greatly though, because it's meant to run at slow speeds. I'll probably run it at that speed for the trial run. And we'll do some shunting speeds with it after and see if it improves. But that's out of the box. That crawl was quite impressive. I was stunned by that. Very cool. It works. I'm happy. Very, very good. I'm really impressed with that. Very good slow speed right out of the box. I will now give the track a really good clean. Sorry. But I would say this is going to be a really cool thing to give a run. So what I'll do is I will give the track a clean, run the loco light engine after that, then I will put a load in behind it to see how it goes, and then right at the end of the video we'll do some tests on the radius 1 curves. Oh, and before I go any further, I did get one other item. I've got a little tanker as well, so it's the carless petrol tanker. So I'm very keen to see how that runs. The one thing I noticed immediately when I got this out of its box and compared it to the 08 in its box, the height difference. Look at the height. It's incredible. I didn't actually realise that the 08s were that tall, or these are simply that short, but very interesting the height difference. I thought, have I actually got it in the right scale? But no, it's Hornby TT, so it must be right. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see it haul it. Anyway, we'll get to running the Loco light engine first and see how it goes. Here we go. Right, so the 08 has had a decent chance to run around the layout now. It's had a bit of running in time, and the performance has improved. I can now get it running at a relatively slow crawl without it stalling, and cleaning the tracks has also helped. Get it going at the slow crawl like it was before. Look at that. Still a little bit jerky, as it hasn't had a full... Oh, it has cut out on me. It still isn't fully running yet, so give it a bit more time and I'd say that problem will be resolved. I have also noticed over the points it's not the happiest Loco in the world over points, but again, I would say that will improve as the Loco runs in. But also, at the same time, it is a short Loco, so I'm not surprised over points really. But yeah, that slow speed, love it. Looks so good. Even at about that speed, which is faster than the crawl I had, that's still a really good shunting speed. Even in the yard, you could probably see an 08 travelling at a speed about that quick. That wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, it is time to put this Loco to the test and put a load in behind. Unfortunately, I don't have much TT equipment at this stage. I've only got the tank wagon, which I just showed you, and my 3 Pullman coaches from the Scotsman train set. So I'm going to put all of that in behind, and that can be the test load for it. We'll give it a few runs with that in behind, and then I'll test this locomotive on some radius 1 curves in that little siding that you may have seen, and we'll see how it goes. Right, we'll send it on its way. Right, a big moment. Let's see how this locomotive copes on the radius 1 curves. I've set a challenge for the 08. Tank is over on the far side there. Its job is to simply go, couple up to it and bring it back. So, we'll see how it copes, and we'll do a realistic speed for when we're doing it. It's looking good. It's making it. A little bit hesitant there, but not bad. This track hasn't actually been fastened down yet, it's just sitting loose, so it's coping pretty well. It's got the wagon. Is it hooked? It has. There we go. That's running really well. A little bit stuttery in some points, but I'm not surprised as the track has not been fastened down. But it got the wagon. I think it may have just stalled then because it's on a set of points. Yeah, that's running really, really well. Radius 1 curves. It can make it. Ooh, a little bit stuttery there. Bring it right to the other side. Tried a little bit quick this time, so give it a good run past. If it stalled on the straight. There we go. Yeah, it's pretty smooth, pretty consistent at a high speed. We'll head on to the main line. Oop, stuff it a little bit. Excellent! Really good result there. So there we go, folks. That is Hornby's TT 120 scale 08 shunting locomotive, 08489. I'm really, really pleased with this locomotive. The speed right out of the box is what got me. How slow it was able to go. It did stall a couple of times, but that doesn't surprise me since it was running at an extremely slow speed. But the gearing has been really well done. I've heard good things about the 00 scale 08 shunters from Hornby, and this locomotive, even though it isn't 00 scale, is certainly made a good impression. I'm really, really happy with how it's performed. And also the detail for such a small loco compared to 00 scale, it's really, really good. And I love the livery that this engine's in. I looked at the other ones that were available, but I prefer early era diesels. I would have loved to get hold of a BR green version, but I don't think they've got one of those on the cards yet to produce, but maybe one day. But the BR blue, it looks really, really nice. I'm really pleased with the livery. Very good. I hope you've enjoyed watching this locomotive running today and seeing it being unboxed. And also the test on the radius 1 curves. I was quite keen on seeing how it would cope. I didn't have too many doubts because it's a nice short locomotive, and also the tanker as well. That coped really well with the curves, and it's a really nice model. I'm really wrapped that I got the tanker with it. And if you do want to see a little video on this, please let me know in the comments, and I can do a little in-depth look into the detail of this wagon. Of course, you've seen it running around the track, but I can do some other tests if need be and show you what it's capable of doing. But yeah, really nice little tanker as well. Yeah, so I will eventually get more TT 120 products. For now, I think that will be all the locos in rolling stock I'm going to get. I'm going to aim more on getting some scenery on the layout now. I might get some more track to make some more yards. I'm not going to go to what the track plan says that Hornby give you. I'm just going to make some random sidings, just design it custom to how I want to do it, just make it look a bit different. But yeah, it's going to be a really fun project. I'm looking forward to getting into it. It's very similar to Engage, a bit bigger of course, but it's going to be equally as enjoyable, I'm sure. Very good. Hope it's been enjoyable, folks, and there's bound to be more TT videos in the future. Alright, thanks again. Have a great rest of your day. Bye for now.